Lights, camera, action, and we go into the air. It's a live show, ain't no time to prepare. Got the camera on me, and you know I ain't scared. Feeling like an OG, but shut it down like Ric Flair. You know we need the spotlight, we in the spotlight. We want the spotlight, reaching for the spotlight. I be vibing with my brothers, it be like a highlight. We be living like a movie by the end of the night. I'm always just grinding, working for the spotlight. These people stay up in my business, all in my life. I just smile away the haters, ain't no hate in my eyes. I carry love for all my bros, you know they stay by my side. Yeah, chief and reaching for the highlight, never playing on the sideline. Up to back, yeah, that's my guys. Wait, that's brother, change the style, right? And they loving this feeling, ain't nothing, these people frontin' on the style, right? About to switching up something, some niggas like drumming, deliver punches in the spotlight. Yeah, whoa, all of my friends are my bros. I'm never late from a show, moving real fast, I'm slow. Steady chasing after what I know is my dream. Ready for the lights.
What up, y'all? It's been a while. Welcome back to RTS Spotlight. It's your girl Lee, and of course today we are back with season 2. If you were not tuned in for season 1, you definitely missed out, but I know your friends was talking about it and you probably seen a clip, so now you're tuned in. Well, it's your girl Lee, and this is RTS Spotlight, where we focus on entrepreneurs, upcoming artists, everybody in the industry who's working, and you don't even know them yet. So we're going to have an amazing guest today. But first, I must thank our sponsor, Honey Baked Ham. Thank you so much for the sandwiches. All the food was amazing. I can speak for everybody because I had like 2. And Ladybug Beauty NYC for the hair and makeup. Please go follow her. Thank you to our sponsors this season. We're going to be having a lot of sponsors. So just keep up with us and follow everybody that we're giving you because they're all have something to offer. But first, we're gonna jump right into that video because you know we see the talent before we talk to them. So let's hop right in.
I got lose that gut, man.
I think it's sexy.
What up, America? It's your boy Mike Larry, and I'm standing here at the legendary Walker Park, and you watching Sophisticated Minds. Hashtag stay humble. Fire in the hole!
What's good, everyone? It's Legend of 2 Games, repping for Sophisticated Minds. Got the legend out here, man. You created quite a resume for yourself, Mike Lowry. I'm gonna let you tell the people about what you got going on and give them the breakdown for the people that don't know who you are, man.
Well, you know, if you ever seen me in action, you already know how we started off. What up, America? It's your boy Mike Larry, all the way from across the bridge where hip-hop got started from, the boogie down Bronx, New York, and they call me yours truly, Mike Larry. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. We definitely appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us. I got the pleasure of meeting you a few weeks ago at the Bowling for Peace. You held it down, did your thing.
Yeah.
And we wanted to learn more about you, man. And first things first, you from the Bronx, just like I'm from the Bronx, like you said, home of hip-hop.
Facts.
Talk about your beginnings in basketball. Let's get started right there.
Well, basketball, I grew up playing the game with my pops, straight backyard ball, and in the crib, had the basketball that hung on the door, and we played ball all the time. And then high school, I was playing basketball, went to college, played for a little bit, tore my meniscus. That was pretty much it for me in my basketball career. I still do the pickup thing, of course, like that, to try to stay in shape. Don't know how much that's working out, but basketball has been it for me as far as my favorite player is Michael Jordan, undefeated in the finals. So for me, he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get into that. I know that's a hot topic for the last few years, so we definitely gonna get into that. So obviously, your love for basketball brought you and drew you to Rucker Park, where we're at today. Yeah. Talk about some of your experiences here at Rucker Park and some of your favorite moments that you've seen in person.
One of my favorite moments, everybody know who champion, former MVP Kevin Durant came in the building. I got word that he was coming in the building before he got here. So I had to go to work. I called out.
There ain't wasn't no work that day.
Nah, no work that day. It's like, nah, I ain't going to work. And KD came and he showed love, sat behind the bleachers, behind the players' bench, ate his food, and warmed up. He got here early. Got here at 6 o'clock. His game was at 8. And he chilled, showed love to the fans and all that. And when he came...
What up, y'all? We are back. It's RTS Spotlight, and of course, it's your girl Lee. Today, you just watched an amazing video, and it was highlights of, I don't really know how to explain him because he's something that you haven't seen before and something that we're not too up to date in this industry now. MCs are hard to come by. When you go to events and you see the hosts, you don't really know how to approach them because you don't know like what their wave is. You don't know if they're like celebrities, if they're talkable, if they're, you don't know. But I have a very personable, very well-respected MC in the building who hosts events and is at every event that you're at. So please, shout out to Sophisticated Mindset definitely for that collab video. It was beautiful. We seen a little of his dynamic, but now he in the building.
What's good?
Mike Larry, how are you?
I can't call it Mike Spoil is what I normally say.
Classic.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Now, it's going to be hard because I know you have like a lot of sayings.
Okay.
But it's like really natural.
Yeah.
So when you're saying a saying, just give me like a...
Give you a quick hit.
Yeah, give me like a hit. Like I'm about to do a
got
saying.
you. I give you a week. All right.
Right.
I give you a week. All right. Cool. Not a problem.
So please tell everybody where you're from. Where you repping from?
I'm from the Boogie Down Bronx. I normally have an intro that I do, and I'm gonna simply say it. I'm your boy from across the bridge where hip hop got started from, the Boogie Down Bronx, New York, and they call me yours truly, Mike Larry.
Classy.
Yeah.
So classical. How long did you practice that?
I don't know if it was practice. I just was saying it before each of my events, every basketball game, and every event I was doing, I was saying it. So it just became a ritual, and I just needed somebody to understand who I was. Everybody's like, so who are you? So I'm Mike Larry. Mike Larry from Bad Boys? No, Mike Larry from Mike Larry. Like, right. I'm Mike Larry. So that's what I came up with, that from the Bronx. I'm born and raised in the Bronx. And Mike Larry's who I am.
Classy. Now, is that your real name?
No, my real name is Larry. So what I did was, I got the name. Your name is
Larry?
Yes, my real name is Larry.
How many jokes did you get coming?
Oh my goodness, man! It was Larry. It was Larry from SpongeBob. It was, I got a million of them. So, but how I came up with Mike Larry was, I was doing a basketball game at Rucker Park.
Okay.
And the commissioner, who passed away, rest in peace, Greg Marius. He wanted me to come back and do his high school league at Rucker Park, and he was asking me, what's your name? And I'm like, Larry. And he was like, that's your announcer name? And I was like, nah. And I ain't have one, but I had a microphone in my hand because I just finished doing a basketball game. Okay. So I was like, oh, Mike Larry. He was like, oh, that's dope. And then it just stuck.
So simplistic.
Simple. Simplicity is at its best. I like to keep it simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very authentic. You came from an authentic place.
Yes.
Now, when you were like 5, were you in your mirror with a microphone, like trying to host basketball games and celebrity events?
That's a great question.
Because I've never, like I was telling you before, 90s, there's MCs. Yeah. And with music nowadays, there's like different categories. You're not even a rapper anymore. You're like a rap singing, hip hopping, beat boxing. Yeah,
absolutely.
So can you break down like your actual occupation? What do you do as like an MC, as a host at these events?
So as an MC/host, I do weddings, sweet 16s, open mics, concerts, basketball game. I'm most known from Rucker Park, doing the basketball game. But I started off doing church concerts. I go to church, I play drums. I've been playing drums for like 28 years.
Okay. Boom. We got one on the list. See, we're getting there now. Y'all know how we do here. We want to get inside. So you're a drummer as well. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been playing drums, and one day we was having a service and they needed an MC, and I was like, I'll do it. And I started taking the mic and I MC'd, and then it just went from there. I had the crowd laughing and keep everything. You got to keep the crowd involved. Yeah. Keep everybody involved because you are the attraction. You are the main focal point. There could be a dead moment, but on my watch, on my show, there is no dead moments. You're going to be entertained.
So were you always like the class clown? Were you that kid?
Yeah, and speaking of class clown, I got robbed for class clown of the year when I was in high school, man. Shout out to the guy, name is Jonathan. I'll never forget him, man. But
he better still be funny.
Mad,
Jonathan's better still be funny.
He better still be funny. I don't know what he's doing, but he got that class clown. I was going for it too because I was a class clown. Yeah. Got my work done, graduated with honors, but I was a class clown. So unfortunately, I didn't get the label. But I know who the real winner was.
You know, we know.
yeah.
It's all right, Jonathan.
Absolutely,
we know.
Yeah. You take it for now, but we know who's
Larry
funny.
should have took that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So drumming, did you come up like wanting to be a drummer? Were you in the music industry? Because you took the mic, but
Yeah, well, drumming was my first love. You understand?
Okay.
I've been playing. You sing a little bit. Don't really. I could hold a note. I don't say I'm Trey Songz or Chris Brown, but I could hold a note.
Okay.
And then playing drums was something that I was very intrigued in. I used to take my mother's pot and pans when she was trying to cook, and I'd be beating on. She need a pot, and it's in my room because I'm playing drums on it, things of that nature. So I was doing that, and from drumming, you find what you really love to do, and then.
Right.
You know, in every situation, you'll find one thing that leads to a great thing. And that's what I did with drumming. Then I found out that I was funny and center of attention. The spotlight will be on me. I know how to keep a crowd engaged and keep someone entertained. So I said, why not try this? So everything but stand-up comedy. I won't do stand-up comedy. Even though I MC I host a comedy show. Stand-up is difficult.
Okay. In what way?
Because you got to have, I guess, a script. Some people have, like Kevin Hart says he has an hour.
Right.
Understand? So it's something that's practiced, it's something that's written. My comedy comes from straight off the top of the head. I go by the show, by the crowd, by the vibe. Some people has a set show, a set this.
Right.
So I did my first comedy show probably like 2014, and I was the host. I was the MC, just calling up the other, but every intermission, they gave me like 5 minutes. Yo, we need a 5-minute set. 5 minutes.
That's a long
So,
time.
yeah, so I was like, 5 minutes. I'm 2 minutes into the joke. I'm thinking I'm killing it. I got 3 minutes left.
Laughing.
I'm like, oh my goodness. So I just started flowing off, and every comedian that day, shout out to Kenny Wu. Every comedian that came by was like, yo, you good at it, man. You should do this. Like that. Nah, this not for me. So.
But now do you think about it? Because, for instance, the people who are just now seeing you on here, they may hear even your introduction, you know, for the first time.
Yeah.
I probably heard it, you know, a good 10 times.
Yeah.
But it's still very impressive. Do you
Appreciate it.
think that maybe if you go through life doing your funny and you just happen to write it down,
Well,
then maybe you'll come up with your set?
I have now, let me say this. I have a set already.
Okay.
Because every time I got jokes that I write down, you be with your friends, you say something, and I write it down because they think it's funny. So I never tried it out. I started doing that with me and my friend, my best friend. Me and him was talking, and we was talking about our ladies, and you know, females is good for. This is my last straw. You understand? I'm done with you. And we was like, well, damn, how many straws you had? Because I need to know, because I didn't know you was on your last one. So I'm talking about we cracked up all night. So I took that, wrote it down. So stuff like that, I write it down now.
Right.
But to actually perform it, I never done it. Maybe one day, if I get the phone call and the bag is right, I'll be right up there. I'll be right up there. Not a problem.
Maybe you should practice before they call with a really big bag.
That's a fact. That's a
then
fact.
they might look at the bag like, you wasn't that funny,
yeah. We gave you this bag. Never again. No, absolutely. You got to practice.
That's awesome. So now, okay, being funny, right? How do you know when you're actually funny? Because I'm one of those people that thinks I'm really funny.
You're hilarious.
But 95% of the time, it's only me laughing.
It's only you laughing now.
Okay.
You probably have a humor where you'll crack a joke and you'll be cracking up, and then when people walking home, they start laughing like, yo.
Okay, good.
Lee crazy, man. You understand? So people
good.
have that type of effect on people. I used to have that type. People call me like, yo, you can't believe you said that.
Right.
Bro, that was an hour ago. You understand?
Right.
But they laughing now. So how I know I'm funny is when, for example, I'm at Rucker Park. Shout out to 155 Entertainers, formerly known as the EBC, the Entertainers Basketball Classic. I'm doing a game. I always say there's 3 games in one game. And that's the actual basketball game. That's the crowd. And that's crowd control. So you have to, as an MC, as an announcer, you have to be able to control every segment, because at any given moment, it could get out of hand. We don't want nothing to happen. This is supposed to be a safe environment. So, but when the crowd is continuously laughing and joking, and they like, my goodness, the game is over, it's a blowout, but you got me still sitting in this park, that's how you know you're funny. When they don't want to leave, they want to keep you going, that's how you know they're funny. So I love it.
That's awesome. And it's weird because I feel like the funniest people like you are like not funny, like just talking to, like you just like slip in funny, like
Yeah, that's
you
how
don't
you
look,
supposed.
you don't look goofy
Yeah,
or nothing,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like you
yeah,
look
yeah.
like the quiet guy in the room, and then you grab the mic and you just take over the whole event.
And that's how it's supposed to be. I think so. I think so. It's supposed to be like that because if you come out funny and you just hilarious, at some point you can be annoying. Like, all right, we get that you're funny. Like, sit down
Yeah.
somewhere. I don't want to be that guy. I
Right.
want to be the guy that's able to conduct himself as a professional, conduct himself as a businessman. But when the lights and the cameras come on, then it's time to showtime. It's time for showtime. Then I get into a joke. You know what I'm saying? I always say at Rucker Park, right, we have people that come in, right? It's a saying, okay? You ready for that? All right.
Okay.
So it's a saying I always say, shout out to all the beautiful ladies in the building. And if you're ugly, we appreciate you too. And I'm talking about everybody start laughing. You have some people that get in their feelings and be like, oh man, that's not funny.
you have
I'd be
to
like,
shout
dang, you must be ugly then. So understand it's something that I do. For the most part, the people that get mad, they're probably a little physically challenged. But me, on the other hand, everybody else is laughing. So so be it. You understand? So you got to keep it flowing.
Now, how did you like build your resume on this? Like, this is one of those talents where you gotta just take the chance with it, you know?
Yes.
Like, you have to bring me to your event, and I
Yes.
have to host your event, and
Yes.
you have to just see how I go from there.
Absolutely.
Your first event after, did it pop off, or did you just have to really work to get your name out there?
It was a lot of work. It was a hell of a lot of work. When I was at Rucker Park, my first year at Rucker Park, we had another announcer there that I will leave nameless.
Was it Jonathan?
Nah, it wasn't
Oh, okay.
Jonathan. Good one.
Oh,
See what I'm talking about?
Jonathan.
See what I'm talking about? Good one. You slid right in there. So we had another announcer there, and he was real possessive. He didn't want to give me no shine, didn't want to give me no time.
Wow.
And then once they told me to do the high school game, it was about like 6 people in the park. And I made sure I turned up for 6 people. The very next day, I had about 200 people in the park. And I made sure the same energy I put out for 6, I was going to put out for 200.
Right.
And then people started recognizing, okay, listen, you just do basketball games? That's what you handed out. No, I do weddings and Sweet 16s too. You do weddings? Got called for a wedding.
Dope.
I just got a DM in my somebody from, I hosted a wedding, and they was looking at their video for their marriage, and they was like, man, the joint is still funny to this day, man. You did a hell of a job. And now I'm getting recommended for weddings and Sweet 16s and things of that nature. So it's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of timing, a lot of networking, because you got to make sure that you present yourself as a businessman, professional, but still be relatable.
Right.
You understand? I try to be relatable as possible, transparent. I could sit there and talk, shoot the breeze with you, but you got a millionaire CEO or COO want to sit there and talk to you. They don't want to hear, I feel you, I get it. Now you got it, let's pop it. You got to understand how to conduct. So it's been a lot of grinding, a lot of hard work. But with it going and keep going, you figure out the do's and the don'ts of the industry, the entertainment world, what to say, what not to say, when to say it. Point in case, if I could make a point,
Yes.
I was doing the Primetime Basketball League. Shout out to John Aswick, who was the COO, as well as Byron Scott, former Los Angeles Lakers head coach, who was the CEO of the Primetime Basketball League. I had an opportunity to go out to Jersey on New Jersey at Rutgers University on Saturday
Okay.
to do
This
a
past
game.
Saturday.
This past Saturday.
Okay.
To do a game, and when I got there, they first told me I was going to audition. After the first quarter, they gave me the gig. Like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You're good. Stay on.
Yeah, I'm like, audition.
Yeah.
This is Mike
So
Larry here. Do you know?
you got to
Do
take
you
the
know?
humble right
Yeah.
sometimes, right? And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But when I got there, I took the humble route, and I was doing the game, and somebody had walked by and nudged me. Now, in Rucker Park, I make that girl part of the show. You know, I'm talking about, I'm bringing her out on half court. Now you're a part of my show.
Now you-
Understand? But for that type of organization, that type of spotlight, that type of entity or business, you want to say it, corporate business, it's not so wise to bring somebody out on the court because they still watching me. What is he going to do?
Right.
Understand? Let them get comfortable first. Understand? Now, I made her a part of the game, but I kept on the sideline. In Rucker Park, game stop, hold on 1 second, I'm bringing her to half court, and we going to have a good time.
Yeah.
You're a part of the show now.
Right.
And I do that with most of my events, but you got to know when to do it, when not to do it, and it's real iffy. You learn as you go along, you understand? I learn something new every day. I don't got it down packed,
Right.
but I love what I do, and when you love what you do, you learn as you go along.
Right.
Like you love what you do.
Learning.
Yeah, you learn as you go along.
Learning.
Absolutely.
Now, did you start to see that there were certain events that you really enjoy doing? Like, you're now doing the basketball scene.
Mm-hmm.
Weddings are always fun because I feel like you could just go ham with the weddings.
Yes.
But, like, is there bigger events or specific events in the world of, like, the industry of everything? Because you're open to everything.
Yes.
You're open to the sports aspect.
Yes.
You could be hosting the Grammys.
Yes.
You could be Chris Rock at the Grammys.
So now that you say that, right? Great question once again. You do a hell of a job. I love it. I appreciate it. Oh my
Thanks.
gosh. I can't wait to come back for season 3. But my end goal, other than just basketball and weddings and things of that nature, I want to host the BET Awards. I really want to host the BET Awards because I just feel like I would captivate the crowd and they'd be like, man, this guy's hilarious. So like Kevin Hart did. Kevin Hart did it one year and I'm talking about had everybody in stitches.
Yeah.
Every time he got on the stage, somebody was laughing.
We didn't even remember the
I don't know who won awards or anything, but I remember Kevin Hart.
Right.
You understand? So things of that nature. So I want to be able to host the BET Awards by the time I, call it
By
quits.
next year.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah, that works for me.
That works.
Absolutely. So I love weddings. I did some good weddings. I did some bad weddings. Now you may ask, what's a bad wedding?
What's a bad wedding?
So, shout out to all
people.
Yeah,
The people at the wedding.
I don't get into no religious based or anything like that. But when you got some church weddings that they don't want certain music played, and you got to be real mindful of the jokes you crack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a jokester. I'm an entertainer. So yeah, that could be real iffy. So I work with a DJ. Shout out to DJ Sharp, my cousin. He been DJing. Me and him do all our private events together.
Dope.
And he was playing a song, and a couple people came up to him and was like, hey, can you change the song? And I had to tell everybody, DJ, hold the music. Listen, whatever he's playing was given to us by the bride and groom.
Right? That's what they want to hear.
Yeah, that's what they want to hear. Understand? So from this point forward, please leave my DJ alone. Please leave me alone. So you have you understand, you got to really play on which one. So what I do is normally on and this is any event I do, basketball game, wedding, Sweet 16, whatever, award show, I find a group of people that I know I can relate to, and they're my go-to. I'm talking about if nobody else have fun, they're going to remember me.
Yeah.
And what happens is laughter's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody like good vibes, positive vibes. If I feel it, you're going to feel it. So you probably won't laugh at one, but you'll laugh at another.
Right.
Then your table's laughing, and then you can relate. So then I
Right.
got the whole room. By the end of the night,
They good.
they're going to get me. Like, oh,
Yeah.
man, listen, can I get a card? Sure, no problem.
Right.
Absolutely. Here you go.
And it's funny because even with your basis, you started off in a church event.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think the thing with your talent is you're kind of like a therapist in a way. And it's like a forced therapist because you come to the event. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you never know what to expect when you
Yeah.
come to an event and Mike Larry's on the mic.
That's true.
But it's like you're actually feeding into, these people that don't laugh
Yeah.
ever.
Those are the ones I want to get to. The ones that
Ever.
never laugh, the ones that sit back and say, okay, I'm just here for moral support. No.
No.
You're not here for support. You're here to laugh.
Yes.
Because this is my motto. Besides hashtag stay humble, and I always say that's my brand, hashtag stay humble. You want to be humble because nobody likes to work with the cocky or conceited or the prideful. They want to work with the humble. But I oftentimes say, if I can make you laugh for that hour that you're in my presence, 2 hours, I'm normally booked for 4 hours. If I can make you smile and laugh for that 4 hours you're in my presence, that's 4 hours you're not thinking about bills, you're not thinking about life, you're not thinking about what's going on at home, you're not thinking about what you're going to cook, you're not thinking about work tomorrow. For 4 hours, you're laughing. And then you get back to reality. And that's what I'm there to do. I'm there to be that therapist. No one really said that, but as you look at it, you're right. I'm there to be that therapist for you to have that mindset of, let me just laugh and let my head down and just relax. And that's what I want to be. I want to be that guy. So by the time it's done, you could just talk about something that he said. Like, and when you ask me, how you doing? Like, listen, I can't call it, might spoil it. Like little things like that.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So where you from? I'm your man from across the bridge where hip hop got started from. You understand? Like, all is well. Like little things like that. Like, dang, is there something that you don't have a saying for?
Right.
I don't know. We have to figure that out in the meantime. Between time, we're going to get right to it like a dancer, right?
See, that was the one you had to give me the wink for.
I was trying to.
I was like, wait, is this it?
Yeah.
Did it start yet?
So I often, just a few of my sayings, right? I'm a wink
Yes.
for. So do this
Okay.
wink is for all of them, right?
Okay.
A few of my sayings, somebody shoots a ball in a basketball game and they go in and out. I say in and out like a relationship. When somebody's playing basketball and
That's real life.
That's real life. It's real, which make people laugh. It makes people laugh like, dang, in and out like a relationship. Yeah, I can't stand this clown. I was just in a relationship and it's like, yo, he really said that? Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when it's mono, somebody's playing one-on-one, I say, come on, no time to wait, no time to hesitate. Get right to it like Thanksgiving dinner.
I heard that one.
Yeah,
I'm
grandma
going for
pie is
peace.
ready. And the reason why that one came along, because, you know, when grandma come out the kitchen, she say, food is ready, you getting right to it. You ain't waiting. You going right to the kitchen. Excuse me. Fix this plate. You understand? And grandma pie
Yes.
ready, put that on the side. You
Uh-huh.
understand? So
Right.
just a few of my sayings. And when somebody shoot a three, always say fire in the hole. That's something that I love saying. Say it with theatrics. You know, it keeps everybody involved.
Right.
Love basketball.
Now, did you ever like go home after a game and really think like, I could have said this? Or,
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Do you bring it back to the next game?
Yes, absolutely. I oftentimes go right on my phone and put it down in my notepad.
Right.
I have a saying that I want to start using more. The show First 48. You understand? People like that show. So I didn't want to bring attention to the fact that there's solving mysteries and things like that. But when somebody's playing defense, it's my time. I got to stop you before you score the ball. So I'll say, kill them with kindness, first 48. You understand? So you got 48 seconds or 24 seconds. I normally say if it's on a 24-second shot clock, kill them with kindness, first 24. And you're like, first 24, you got 24 seconds to try to stop
That's
them.
lit.
So things like that. But
Yeah.
if I don't say it in the game, I get home and I go through my notepad, oh man, because you want to sharpen your skills.
Yeah.
I'm always in a study room, and the study room is my laptop. I will open up my laptop, watch a game, look at film of myself, what I could have said, what I couldn't have said, how to angle yourself or to keep yourself in the game, things of that nature,
Right.
because I want to always figure out a way to get better and
Right.
evolve.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is just such a one-of-a-kind talent that you're blessed with because...
It is. You got other people out there that's doing it,
Right.
and they doing it at the top level. And I'm just trying to. I'm besides the BET Awards, I'm trying to make it to the NBA. You understand? Whether it be All-Star Weekend, whether it be, I just need one shot. You understand? I worked with Shaquille O'Neal before, Allen Houston, Byron Scott, Mark McGuire, former NBA champion. So I've worked with them before, and I'm just, like I said before, prior to the show, what we need is one person to
That's
recognize your skill and be
Yes.
like, yo, bring them on.
Right.
So, and with that being said, because of that event on Saturday, I got a phone call earlier today that I'll be in LA. They flying me out there to do that game out there too.
That's spicy,
So
Mike.
yeah.
That's spicy.
So all you need is one person.
You just
know
need
what
one
I'm
person.
saying?
That's it.
Yeah.
One person to laugh.
That's it.
That's it.
And I had them laughing all day.
Right.
Anybody who doesn't like to laugh
Do you ever get like nervous though? And
before
yeah.
before
Okay.
every show?
Okay.
Before every show. Everybody say that. Oh, you get nervous? Yeah. Before every show.
Because you
Before-
love it.
Before every show.
That's all that is.
The truth of the matter is, I don't want to be seen, because when it become about you, then it's, I got it, leave me alone, I'm good. Yeah, what you mean I gotta sit down? I'm VIP, I'm Mike Larry. Nah, it's never about me. Understand? So I want people to see the God in me, you know what I mean, the humbleness in me.
Yeah.
And that's honestly why I start my show off. So if me and you was to do an event, right? Can I give a quick introduction if me and you was to do a quick event?
Please.
So I would say, what up, America? Is your boy from across the bridge where hip hop got started from, and they call me yours truly, Mike Larry, from the Boogie Down Bronx, New York. And I'm with my partner in rhyme because we don't do crime. This is Lee, the real goat. You feel what I'm saying? We in the building. So it'll be something like that,
Right.
just to break the ice.
Nice.
And now I got everybody laughing. I got everybody like, oh man, it's showtime. And once I
So
get everybody at the edge
that
of their
one,
feet,
that one right there, okay? We got to catch it because I'm too young to even relate either.
okay.
That was MCs back in the day.
Yeah.
That rhyme,
Yeah.
that rhythm.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second,
Absolutely.
okay? Because
Absolutely.
before, MCs used to be connected to music.
Absolutely.
Okay? You come with the DJ, that's your DJ, you just backing him up.
Yeah.
But now your DJ's backing you up.
Absolutely.
So how did you see like the MC character change? Because I'm not calling you old, but you probably seen more MCs back in your day,
Yeah.
you know, as a child than now.
So I seen a lot of MCs. I seen the MCs that has to do with music.
Okay.
And I seen your announcers.
Right.
So you understand. At Rucker Park, you had EJ the Mayor, Al Cash, Duke Tango, Booby Smooth the politician. And Booby Smooth was someone that I looked up to when I first went to Rucker Park. He was the one doing the games. And I was like, I could do that. I could do that. And here, mess with the crowd and here have jokes here and there. And I said, I could do that. So the way I seen it evolve was there used to be more focus on the game now, and I can only speak for myself. Now I'm interacting with the crowd as well as the game, as well as keeping everybody in tune with what's going on.
Right.
And then you have your sayings, right? You understand? No time to wait, no time to hesitate.
Right.
Time to get right to it like Thanksgiving dinner or mano y mano. You have certain things that just keep everybody. I do it because it's a little bit flow. It flows through the game. Instead of you chopping up so many different words that nobody's going to hear because they watching the game.
That's true.
They all watching what you're going to say to bring out this type of action.
Yes.
So, you know, there's a lot that goes into it. As long as you, like I said, working on your craft and sharpening your tools, you could see the change. And somebody's in the lab right now while I'm doing this interview working out. You understand? So that's why when I leave here, I got an hour of study time to work on my craft because it's something that you could do.
Always.
So offense being tested, defense being assessed, stuff like that. So that's just that you know it's a one-on-one battle, somebody with the ball, somebody on defense going at it. And so it keeps everybody engaged.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like you're explaining basketball in another language.
That's exactly. Shout out to Mousy from Tri-State as co-commissioner of Rucker at 155 Entertainers, as well as Gus. There's a saying I say, and I started it this summer. I didn't know if it was going to catch on, and it did. I said it gets a little different when I'm on. And what that does is it gets everybody riled up. It's like, what do you mean it gets a little different? Because my energy is about to take you to another level. So by the time I'm done, it gets a little different when I'm on. So by the time I said that, by the time of the end of the game, I was saying, it gets a little different when and I be quiet. And you hold the crowd. When you on, we know, Mike, and stuff like that. So somebody, you always got to sharpen your tools. And Lee from Watson Basketball Classic, he had said in the interview that I was talking, I was asking him, what do I bring to the table that others don't? Be honest with me. He told me, if I never watch basketball, by the time I leave the park, I understand what's going on. And I said, wow. I put it in my mind, I'm a storyteller.
That's fact, yeah.
So you just try to keep everybody.
It back all the way to the old school MCs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're
absolutely.
so original. And that's what just makes it fun.
Yes.
So I have to ask you a couple quick questions.
Sure.
Most important questions on this show. Your favorite cereal?
Frosted Flakes.
Okay. Always and forever?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Favorite superhero growing up?
Superman.
Superman?
Why?
Yes.
Because he was born great, but he had to learn his talents. And that's like me. Like, I was born great, but I didn't know Mike Larry until 2014. For the duration of my life, I was just Larry. I didn't know how great I can be. As you can see, I'm rocking a hoodie with me on it. I had a hoodie with Ray Allen from He Got Game, and it shows a scene from there. And then I was like, if I could rock his, why can't I sport myself? I'm great, but I was born great. But you don't unlock the greatness until you come through some adversity. So, adversity builds character. So with the adversity, then you realize, wow, you understand, I'm great. You know what I'm saying? I heard T.D. Jakes, he said, in every boy there's a king, but in every king there's a boy. But it takes someone to talk to the boy that's in the king to let him know that he's a king. So with that, I knew, and my middle name is King, by the way. So with that, I knew that at some point I'm going to be great, you understand? But what is going to birth that greatness? And adversity normally time birthdays. Do two things. Either you're going to run away from it or stand up to it and be great. And I'm determined to be great. Next question, sorry.
There's no more now. That's it.
That was it?
Like,
Okay.
literally, like, the basis of RTS, you already know.
Yeah.
But I always, tell our guests, RTS Spotlight is for you not only to tell people who you are on here so they get to know you, but this is a chance for you to also get to know a little bit more of yourself in the 40 minutes that you're here,
Absolutely.
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 So once I get a lesson learned, I'm good because that's all we're here for. You know,
Absolutely.
we're here for your spotlight and we're here for your growth. And we're here for that person that was just watching you this whole interview saying, yo, he's so dope, yo. But how can but I can't even yo, I'm not even that funny. And then they just heard that.
Yeah. You're right.
And they good.
And just for you, if I may have a quick second, RTS Spotlight, you know what I mean, Lee, you're doing a great job, you and your team, and there's more out there. You understand? You're gonna find some bumps in the road, some adversity, but it's only gonna build character. So keep on going because you're great. And so everybody has a kryptonite, but if you find your kryptonite, then you could maneuver it. I always tell people, what is your trigger? Once you find your I can't talk to you about triggers if I don't know mine.
Right.
But once I know mine, then I can tell you how to cope with it. Understand? So once you find your kryptonite, then you can put your cape on and fly. Understand? Be great.
Oh, man. Yeah. Before we leave you, please tell us where you're going to be at next, if you know. What's your lineup maybe for September?
Okay. Well, for the remainder of September.
Or the remainder of the year, if you have. Just a quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
September 16th, I'll be in Los Angeles at the Primetime Basketball League. November, I'm not sure the date, but November I'll be in Australia, Melbourne, Australia for Streetball Madness. I'm going back out there. I went last year. I'm going back out there. Awesome. December, I'll be home. Hopefully that month I have a good time of just chilling. If not, I have a basketball game to do. Yeah, some type of Christmas basketball game to do. Yes. Can't forget about October 20th and 21st. I'll be at Shoot the Rock, Not the Block, Moms of Ballers, doing a game out there along with my fellow announcer, Dave Cha-Ching from Dykeman. I'll be doing that. So it is. I got a long lineup, and I can't wait till it's over.
Try to relax, though. Yeah, you definitely are at every event. Like I said to the people, if you haven't seen them at an event, then you just don't go out.
Yeah.
I don't go to Dykeman that much, but I've been to the Brooklyn events that I've seen you at.
All right, cool,
yeah,
cool.
So
as long as you come see me, I gotta get you out the rucker. You must come out the rucker. Next year we got a lineup. I can't talk about it yet, but we got some things in store. I'm just gonna say TMT. The money team, I'm going to throw that out there. You know what I mean? So we got some things, some good sponsors. Shout out to Terror Squad, Fat Joe. They're the champions of this year.
Nice.
They're coming back next year. We got some things. You got to come out, and I need y'all to come out. RTS.
I'm going to come out with your with the shirt. We're going to get you on a shirt, and then we're going to come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I got something for you too, man.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where can we find you for everybody who doesn't know you?
You can find me on Instagram at @Iam_Mike Larry. That's MICLARRY. You can also find me the same handle on Twitter. You can find me on Snapchat. But if you really want to get in contact with me, hit me up on that good old IG at @Iam_Mike Larry.
And if you want a hoodie or a shirt, or if you got a big booty and you want to put your face on some shorts,
listen,
hit them up.
Yeah, hit me up. You feel what I'm saying?
You
can't forget about the brand work.
Come on now.
Gotta throw the Stay Humble brand one time. You feel what I'm saying? So
I see it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Stay Humble brand.
So we working on something.
That's all we gotta do.
No, absolutely.
Keep working, man.
If you want product, you can also DM me pre-orders. I get you your product as well.
Listen, Mike Larry's in the building. We appreciate you for coming.
Appreciate you for having me.
You're always RTS Media family.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Welcome to season 2, y'all. You know we had to start it off super official, and we had to start it off comfortable because that's how we are. Y'all laughed, and now y'all are in the chair with us. So stay tuned for all the next episodes of season 2. Thank you for being tuned in to us. It's RTS Spotlight. See you guys next week.
Later.
Y'all gotta add that in.
How was that?
That was really good. You are like amazing.
I appreciate it.
Like ended it, and I was just like,
you was trying to hide your face from laughing back there too. I was trying to make sure. I was like,
he's just so like, it's like a low key funny. It's just so funny. Oh, that was so good. No, you good.
Which one you taking? Got Dr. Dre up in the studio in the basement. I'm chilling with my bros, we tryna find our placement. No record label, but you know we rock nations. I'm player one and you know I control stations.